We're live. Yes. You know how many times I've heard we need rain in the last month? If I had $1 for every time I heard that, I'd be really, really rich right now. But it's true. We do need the rain. There's some coming. We'll see if how good this does. Let's see, live. There we go. Because it's south of Grand Island now, and everything's moving east, southeast. So will it miss Lincoln? Probably. It's pretty cool though. Let me see. I'm going to go through a couple of things here. Here's your stormcast. This is what it says is going to happen. 11 p.m. closer, and it kind of fizzles out by midnight. But it comes back. 3 a.m. 6 a.m. Woohoo! Beatrice as of 7:19. Ooh. Watch out, car. 27th Yankee Hill Road in Lincoln. Hallocam, 21st and L Street. 48th and Cornhusker. A lot of construction over there. Did you notice that? Southeast Community College. So tonight, mainly central Nebraska has the severe weather risk. Oh no, I didn't put it into, I gotta do something here. This is gonna look weird for a second. There we go. So let's see, can I? Yeah, here we go. Well, looks like it's diving south and east. A little bummed by that. Hastings, though, seeing a good stretch of rain. I was really hoping this would move due east, but what are you going to do? But we'll sit here and watch them. We'll see what happens. Been a while since I've done this. I was on vacation for a couple of weeks, week and a half, with the fam. So I was gone for a while. Now I'm back. Probably stick around. Probably won't take any days off until 4th of July. Might have some family coming down from Minnesota, don't you know? Is it going to help the drought in the central part of Nebraska? Here's the deal with the drought. One storm is not going to help. 5 storms is not going to help much. We need, I mean, we're in such a bad drought that bring a hot dish. Absolutely. Tater tot hot dish. No, we need many, many, many nice rainfalls over the course of many months before the drought will help. I mean, parts of western Nebraska saw 70 inches of snow in the panhandle, and they still have a drought. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot to get here. It takes a lot to get out. So one of these little things is not going to help much. It's better than nothing, but we need more and more and more and more. And they need to be the right kind of rain, and it has to be more often than not. We can't have weeks of no rain and then one of these, because then it just goes back to the way it was. So unfortunately, it's my son is texting me. Need to call Sam, Bryce. Need to call Sam. But yeah, so what? Let's see. No, and I'm not bringing a hot dish. They're coming down here. Minnesotans are going to come here, so they need to bring the hot dish. Will the farmers at least benefit? I don't know. It depends from one spot to the next. Some areas will see more rain than others. It depends on how quickly the rain falls, where it falls, how often. Lutefisk, yeah. Lutefisk is gross. Oh, he's in Vegas. My son's friend is in Vegas. Oh well. Raining in Sydney. Hey, Sydney's a cool little town. If you've never been to Sydney, you gotta go there. Oh yeah, look at that. Cool. Scotts Bluff, seeing some. Nice little storms popping up in southwest Sheridan County. See, I'm from right there. That's Gordon. That's where I'm from. Cherry County, seeing some good rain. But the stronger storms right here, God, they're going to move southeast. I just know it. Just nothing you can do about it. But yeah, speaking of hot dishes, it's kind of like bars. You know, you say, bring a hot dish. Well, what kind? It doesn't matter, because they're all good. Bars, like when you think of bars, when you're in Nebraska, and you think of, we have lemon bars and that kind of stuff. But they don't even have names for them. They just bring bars, and they're all different. Never know. Still don't get that. Have a name. Name it something. I think my wife has special K bars. Yeah, those are good. There's I think it's a hot dish that her brother likes most of all. It's like his favorite hot dish, so they just call it Jeremy's hot dish. That's it. When you are in Europe, is it still in a drought as well? I'm not sure what that means. When you are in Europe, is it still in a drought? Oh, is Europe in a drought? I don't think so. Didn't seem like it. Everywhere I was at was green. I mean, really green. Didn't see any rain though. It was hot, kind of warm. But yeah, that Jeremy's hot dish. That's good, and I don't know what's in it, and I didn't ask. Yeah, when we were in Europe, that was cool. That was a lot of fun. France and England, or London. I have friends that live in London and that are from London, and took us to all these different pubs and drove us around. We took the bus by ourselves. I mean, that's how confident we got. It was really cool. Really liked it out there. Chilly in London. Goodness sakes, you wake up and it's like 50. And it warms up in the afternoon. But will any of this hold together and make it to Lincoln? I'm just going to say no. So if it does, then we're pleasantly surprised. Because you know how it is. It's been one of those years where all of the eastern half of the state, eastern quarter of the state, is just not good. Just keeps missing the rain. So Lincoln isn't alone. It's not like we're all by ourselves on an island here where we're the only ones missing the rain. Just not the case. Columbus, Seward, York, Norfolk, even into parts of Omaha, over towards Grand Island, Aurora, they're just, yeah, me too. Lawn needs some help, absolutely. We all need the rain. It's just how it is. And there's a good swath of it moving through Hastings right now. They need the rain. Let's see who's seeing the heavier rain right now. Sutton, pretty close. Blue Hill, that's where the radar site is at, by the way. Let me move this a little bit. Okay. Red Cloud, York. Ooh, look at that. Look how close. It's like it's bending around York. Oh my God. But yeah, it's some decent rain moving through Hastings, headed towards Edgar, Sutton. Yeah, that's definitely gonna miss Lincoln. That's a bummer. How about Saturday? Yeah, more chances for rain on Saturday. Really, am I overly excited about the chances? I can't be. We're just so hardcore into a drought that I don't want to get excited about it. I just don't. I want to. I don't want to water my yard. It costs a lot of money to water your yard in Lincoln. It's insane how expensive water is in this town. So I don't want to do it. But I don't want my lawn to die either. So I actually created, this is how weird I am. I created an Excel document, and I figured out how much the city charges for how much you use, and the taxes and everything. I've got it down to just a couple of pennies. I had it all figured out, and I was off by like 3 cents. I knew what my bill was going to be. So I know, and I watch my water meter, so I know how much water, how many units it uses each time I do a full cycle of my underground sprinklers. So I know how much each one uses. So I know exactly how much to use before they start charging me the high price. Like once you get past 30 units, I believe it is, they start charging you a lot per unit. I didn't know that last year. I got a water bill that was just insane. So I was like, okay, I got to do something different this year. So I figured it out. I know exactly how much I can use before it really starts to cost a lot of money. It's still not cheap. But oh wow, you are lucky, Michelle Ditter. You are very lucky. Haven't watered yet here in Sydney. That's awesome. We haven't seen hardly any rain. We saw some in Lincoln today, not in my house, but some spots in Lincoln did. Welcome back. Hope you had a good time. Thanks, Kevin. Sure did. It was fantastic. Saw many pubs in London. A lot of pubs. They're really cool. It's not, and their pubs aren't just for drinks. They serve really good food there. Oh my goodness! I had fish and chips. Oh. Likened it to when I worked in Seward at a steakhouse in Seward, Pegalo's. If anybody remembers that, they had this walleye. Friday nights, Thursday nights. It was Thursday nights. Oh, and everybody knows how good that could be. But it was kind of like that. So we're watching the radar. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anything's happening. Oh yeah, Premier League. Yeah, it's cool. The Premier League is, if you watch, I know soccer is hard for Americans, but if you watch the Premier League, they're good. You start to get it when you watch the Premier League, because that's top level stuff, and it's just amazing some of the things they can do. Tottenham, Spurs, and Brentford are my two teams. Chelsea, yep, that's a solid team. Yeah, it was the year of Manchester, Man City, United, one of those two. I don't know. I'm still not good at all the teams. A little pesky storm right there. Let me look at this. Hang on. Let's go now. Camden is where my mom's parents are from. Cool. Okay, so just west of McCool, one of my favorite town names, by the way. Southwest of York. Little storm there. Lushton. Boy, I haven't heard of that name before. That's kind of cool. Anderson. So maybe a little pea-sized hail happening there. Again, this is all drifting this way, which is unfortunate. God, makes me sad. Heard it's more of an El Nino season this summer. How will that affect us? El Nino doesn't really affect Nebraska. Neither does La Nina. If you look at all the maps and what it does to the United States, is it drier? Is it wetter? Is it colder? Is it more snow? More rain? What does it do? Nebraska's right in the middle, and we're like basically the same. Everywhere else it affects us, or affects different parts of the U.S., but for Nebraska, Kansas, South Dakota, the central part of the U.S., doesn't really do much. It might influence more moisture coming at us or different waves, but overall, El Nino doesn't really affect Nebraska much. Does more so to like the Atlantic, like hurricanes and stuff like that. Affects those. But for Nebraska, I know everybody's hoping El Nino. Does that mean more rain? Not really. Just got home about 30 minutes ago. What is the weather for tomorrow? I mean, how much rain are we supposed to get? Lincoln? I guess it doesn't matter. It's hit and miss storms. It really is. I mean, like tonight, heaviest rain. We've seen 1 to 2 inches of rain in central Nebraska in some parts. Eastern Nebraska, not much, except for what fell around noon. It'll be like that overnight tonight and into tomorrow. Scattered storms. Some of us will see an inch or two. Some of us will see nothing. Just depends on where the storms go. Do I need to bring in the lawn chair cushions in February? Fantastic question. And, yeah. You got time. I mean, you don't have to rush out right now. But yeah, it's a solid thought there. Hebron especially. Fairbury on the edge. Yeah, Lincoln, I wouldn't get too excited. I mean, if we do see a lot of rain in Lincoln, we'll consider ourselves lucky. There's a small threat for severe storms in the afternoon and evening, but it doesn't look like a big deal. What time is it anyway? Oh, 7:30. Okay. You got a lot of questions tonight, Nebraska Man 34. Do you agree that the tornado alley has moved due to climate change? Sure. But remember, climate change is a long, drawn-out thing. Climate is long. Weather happens now. Climate is a long period of time. So you won't be able to tell just by one time, one season, 1 month, years. Oh, I wish that rain would come to Lincoln. It's just not going to. A little sprinkle there over by Seward. How sad is that I'm excited about a sprinkle just west of the airport, between Seward and Milford. Friday night, though. Are there any softball leagues on Friday night? I don't think there are. I remember playing softball in Crete and Milford. I think it was Tuesday and Thursday nights, though. So I think I played Wednesday in a Lincoln league. Yeah, you know, just about every single person said, "Come on, Beaver Crossing, need that rain." If I had if I had one person from every single town in Nebraska, every single one, each one of them would say they need rain, except maybe in the Panhandle. But even they, I mean, even spots over there are still in a drought, even after all that snow. God, they had a lot of snow. Shadron had 24 inches of snow in one day, record. 2 feet of snow in one day. Just incredible. Let's look at something here. Cape. Is that what I want to see? Yeah. Well, there's your line. So this is what this is instability, where you see the darker shades there. That's your low to moderate. So low to moderate. You know, once you start to see the yellows, it's really unstable. But this is low to moderate, and these areas right here. That's where your storms are at. Covered wagon and Gordon. That's good stuff, man. I do have to say I am glad we did not get 2 feet of snow in Lincoln in 2 days. Yeah, agree. But see this line right here, you get more stable air. So these storms are just avoiding the stable air, which is Iowa and the extreme eastern corner of the state. So these things are going to go towards Hebron, Fairbury, maybe Beatrice. Well, you know, what are you going to do? Coffee splashed up on my nose. Do you know Mother Nature caused any problems for the Pride Parade tomorrow? I don't. There is a chance in the morning. I think the last look I had, they were rolling through around between 5 and 7 in the morning. The storms. I'm not sure what time the parade is, but I think it should be okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Back to what I was doing. This is atmospheric cap. This means stability. That means these blue area, of course, and that's where these storms are avoiding this bluish area too, because that's where it's more stable. Ooh, you guys want to see this probably. Look at that. That's your drought. Look at that. Oh, isn't that just awful? This is the worst. This is as bad as it gets. From Norfolk, Columbus, Grand Island to Lincoln. Oops. To Fairmont. I knew there was a town there. Geneva. Anyway, that whole dark reddish color is the worst it can get for drought. That's how little rain we've gotten. So I hear it so many times in Lincoln, like, storms miss us every single time. We are not alone. We are very much not alone. Columbus says the same thing. Grand Island says the same thing. York, Seward, Milford, Crete. We all have been missing the rain. SPC for tonight, your severe weather threat is right there from just the southwestern corner of Holt County, just near O'Neill, south towards the Tri-Cities. I don't think I can change that on the fly. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Sorry, I'm just going through some of my things here. Ooh, we can do this. Temperatures. Here we go. It's still 83 in Lincoln. Jeez. 85 in Hebron. 60s in Grand Island. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, this drought. So, I mean, even this area right here. See how it's abnormally dry? That's the area that saw 60 to 70 to almost 80 inches of snow. I mean, and there's still on the dry side. This is just, ouch. It got a little toasty after that brief rain over the lunch hour. It did, it really did. Got pretty warm today. Let's see. Okay, so there's your severe weather threat. Might see some damaging wind. Hail is a possibility. Tornado, 0. So that's good. Really, that should be updating in about 15 minutes, so we'll see. Let's go back to the radar. Look at all that lightning. Whoa. Look at that. That's, I don't know if anybody else was like this as a kid, but that's kind of what got me into severe weather, or into weather period, was at night growing up in Gordon when I was probably my son's age, you know, like 12, 13 years old, laying in bed knowing I had to go to sleep, go to school the next day, but there were thunderstorms rolling through. God, they would be loud, just loud. My bedroom would flash with the lightning, and oh, I loved it. Hoping for some echo tops, but I'm not. Oh yeah, there they are. Yeah, look at that. The echo tops are about between 40 and 50,000. Solid. Yeah, this it was interesting to watch this storm because you had this part moving like this, and then this part moving like this. Which one was going to win over? Earlier, it looked like this one was going to win, and the whole line was going to move east. But it looks like they kind of just combined forces. Now everything's moving south and east. But I mean, whoever gets the rain, I'm happy for them. Really am. There's still a chance we could see a severe storm out of this. Doubtful. It'd be wind if it was anything. Oh. Let's okay, here's your stormcast. And by about midnight, everything's kind of fizzled out. Still, I mean, they're still out there. There's still rain out there. Lincoln, it looks like you're not going to actually get rain until probably after 3 a.m. right there. You're 5 to 6 a.m. Beatrice, we're going to look at some cameras here real quick. Pretty quiet in Beatrice for now. Looking southwest, this is 27th and Yankee Hill Road. That's a golf course there in the background, like dead center. KLKN. You can see the clouds. That's probably gonna. What time is the sunset? Oh, we've still got about an hour left. Okay. 48th and Cornhusker. Missed good thunderstorms in upstate New York when I didn't have to worry about tornadoes. Yeah. Southeast Community College. Tonight, severe weather threat. Okay, back to the. And really, that severe weather threat's just about over for that area. It is over, basically. In fact, I could. If the only reason I'm doing this is for severe weather threat, then I'm probably wasting my time. Because I think the severe threat's done. Well, how long have I been on here? 30 minutes? Could probably just let you guys go. There's not a whole lot going on. So, alright, I'm gonna hang up the phone. Thanks for joining me, guys and gals. If anything pops up, I'll jump back on, but see you guys later.